Guess who's back? We're back again, man. Yo. This is part two, month two, episode two, whatever you want to call it, of me updating you lot on how I'm building my personal brand. Cool. So today's the 1st of March. Obviously, 2 months done. I told you lot at the start of the year I was going to take this seriously. I was really going to try and build a personal brand and see how that can help me in my business, in my life, and just whatever. But obviously, as you know, it's not that easy, and it's also you kind of change your mind. So I'm just going to get into it a little bit. Got my notes here. We're just going to go over how much money I made, how much my followers grew on different platforms, what's my strategy been, and just all of that stuff. If you don't know who I am, my name's Jordan. I'm an entrepreneur and I help young people make money. And I document a lot on my journey. So if you haven't seen the first video, go and watch that one first, then come back and watch this so you can really see the difference in progress. So this month, I've mainly been focusing on long form content. I started the year really doing short form, Instagram, TikTok, really seeing what was working, what wasn't working. But I realized quite quickly that I think YouTube will be a better place for me because I realized how much I really want to teach people and how much I love young people. And I feel like young people are always asking me questions. If I can just go and make a 10-minute video, I can just send it to you once and it's so much easier than repeating the same thing again and again. Whereas, for example, I've got certain stories or I've got breakdowns that I want to do. I'm trying to compress them into 2-minute, 3-minute videos and it's just lacking depth. So I decided I was going to move to long form and you're going to see that reflected in some of the numbers. So yeah, in terms of building a brand, the why I'm doing it, it's going to be helpful for me. You know, I'm trying to find my filmmaker and stuff like that. So yeah, but let's get into it. Cool. So let's start with TikTok. So last month I showed you lot that I ended on 10.3k followers. This month now I've got, it's going to pop up there anyway, 13.6k. So that's decent. That's a 3.3k increase. It shows I'm still growing on TikTok. A lot more likes, a lot more engagement, a lot more people going to my long form stuff. So it's been good. I haven't been focusing on TikTok as much because I also got monetized on there, but I'm going to talk to you about that after. And yeah, TikTok is like, it's just really fast paced for me. It's really, the videos that do best are just like entertaining ones rather than educational ones. So it's like, I don't mind doing that stuff, but my priority is education. My priority is actual value. So that's why I feel like YouTube is actually going to be better for me. But that's my TikTok growth. In terms of Instagram now, on Instagram, I last showed you I had 8,242 followers. And now on Instagram, I have 8,600. So that's a 360 or whatever follow increase. It's obviously not that much, nowhere near as much as my TikTok or even as much as my YouTube I'm going to show you, but it just shows you what I've been prioritizing. I haven't prioritized Instagram. Instagram is a really good app and I like it, but we've also got to remember I've got a couple business pages that I run as well. It's hard for me to really prioritize my Instagram. A lot of what I've been doing for Instagram has been mainly repurposing. Again, I know what goes viral on there. Like I could make a couple videos today that will do really well. I could talk about football. I could talk about entertaining stuff, but it's still harder to connect with that core business audience and stand out from other people. And yeah, I'm still working it out. I feel like the main shift I've had this month is put all your energy into long form and then just clip it down. So that's been my new sort of strategy. So if you've got me on anything, you'll see I'm making a long form YouTube video, 10 minutes long. I'm putting into Opus clips, bare clips all over TikTok, all over YouTube shorts and kind of on Instagram. I like to keep my Instagram a bit more premium, whereas TikTok or YouTube shorts, I'll just put anything because they're more like lottery tickets to me. Like you never know what's going to do well. And I don't really care because I feel like they just get pushed down really quickly, where a lot of people do come to my Instagram, especially because of my business ones. And that is a bit more professional for me. So yeah, but yeah, it's still growth. It's not stagnant. I've still posted multiple times. You can see my monthly visitors is still in the high 100,000. So it's still good. And I'm still prioritizing it. It's just, there's other things in front of it. Now, the really interesting one is YouTube. I showed you lot before. In the last video, I showed you lot that I basically took my old London Lighting YouTube and I converted it. And I was on around 2,400 subscribers. So I started like that. I made like 3 or 4 videos, but I just didn't like it. I just felt like because it was a completely different niche before, the subscribers weren't watching and it just wasn't going to make sense. And I thought long term it would hurt my channel. So I thought, you know what? I've got my own YouTube, which was just Jordan Young already. And that had about 30 subscribers. So I was like, cool, let me just start from there. So I took this screenshot on the 8th of February. Where is it? On the 8th of February. As you can see, it's my new YouTube, 67 subscribers. Now, on the 1st of March, we are on 1,157 subscribers. That is really good. The views 113,000. Obviously some of that shorts, but the watch time as well, 4.4k. So if you know what it takes to get YouTube monetized, I've actually hit the target and I'll be getting monetized. It just lags a little bit though. So by tomorrow, it should have actually worked out all the data and I'll be monetized. And that's really good considering that was 3 weeks ago I've decided to do that. So I'm very proud of the YouTube. I've made multiple videos. I made like probably at least 10 long form videos, which you know how much effort it takes. And we're getting a lot of progress. I'm really, really happy with that. Even in terms of my best performing video, it was an Educating East End one. As you can see, 40k views, and the whole watch time for monetization was actually covered by that one video. So you can tell it's good. It makes a lot more sense. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. That's definitely giving me my focus going into the next month as well. Just keep building that long form, and then gradually I'll decide exactly what I want to talk about. Right now, it's young people making money, but I have also realized that people like me, for me, like every video you watch on YouTube right now, oh, you have to have a niche, you have to have a niche, you have to have a niche. But it's like, I feel like that is specific information for a lot of people. But I do think I'm very interested, and I do think there's more of an interesting factor where a lot of people do come for me and then they leave with something else, or then they stay around for something else. But things like Educating East End or just my stories and stuff like that allows me to, I don't want to box myself in. Basically, I'm not just going to sit there and talk about one specific finance. That's just boring for me. I've got a lot of personality. I've got a lot of things I can talk about. I can talk about football. I can talk about this. I can do vlogs. Vlogs have been doing better than some of my educational content. So it's like, I'd much rather draw people in, let them know who I am, let them into my life, let them like me, and then they can stay for the other stuff. So that's my strategy going forward with YouTube. I think it will work. In terms of money, how much I've made this month, I haven't made as much money as last month. I can't remember what it was last month. I remember I got £200 or something from a brand deal. Almost got another £500 brand deal, and then I was doing a bit of TikTok shop. This month I haven't bothered with TikTok shop. Again, that was something I realized I just didn't care to do. And to be fair, the reason I haven't made money yet properly is because I'm not prioritizing it. Like, I know how to make money. I know exactly what I'll do to make money. I just don't want to do it yet because I'm still not sure exactly the lane. Like every day things change, and I feel like 3-4 months of testing is what will let me know what I want to do. So I'm probably around April, you'll see a bit more strategy, a bit more of a funnel of doing this video to generate this lead, to generate that sale. Like, I know how to do all of that. I'm just purposely not doing it yet. I also feel like when you attach making money to things, it kind of pulls the fun out of it. And right now I'm having fun with it. But I did get monetized on TikTok, and that was just awful. That's another thing that made me change from short form, because I just thought, you know what, the money on there is so bad. At least with YouTube, you get a like much better ad revenue, and you can get really good brand deals on there anyway. TikTok is just awful. Let me show you. Like, I had a video. You can see this Educating East End video. It was like a minute long or whatever. So it was part of the program, and it had 460k views. Well, in terms of monetization, it got me $16 because only 200k of them qualified. But even that, my RPM was 0.08 cents. Awful. So it's like, it's just pointless. You know what I'm saying? I can't even look at that. It's like any sort of valid income stream. Across the whole month, I generated hundreds of thousands of views, and this was my rewards. Not what's that? I don't even know if that's even £25 when you convert it. So TikTok or trying to make money from that is a waste of time for me anyway, because for some reason my RPM is just super low, even though a lot of my content is finance related. Whereas my RPM on YouTube will probably be a lot higher. I'll know in the next few days. But yeah, TikTok, no, I'm making money, not yet. But so yeah, this month I made £30. I don't know. What? Woo, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care. I make money elsewhere. I know how to make money. That's not a worry for me. I just don't want to be taking people's money prematurely or trying to make money in ways that aren't sustainable for me. So I'm taking my time with it. In terms of lessons or what I do differently, yeah, man, you learn every day. That's why I like the content thing. And I feel like the more you put out, the more you learn what you want to do, what you don't want to do, your non-negotiables, what people like. And I'm really just collecting data at the moment on all of these different things to a point where I'm really confident in, I put this video out, I can gauge how it's going to do. Obviously, you never know what's going to do well and what's not. I'm starting to understand more what has a likeliness of doing well, what doesn't, how can I convert that into money, how can I convert that into attention, and how can that benefit me as a personal brand and obviously flow into my businesses. Far from there yet, it's only been a couple months, but I feel like I'm learning very, very fast that in a couple months I'm gonna like really, really be clear on my strategy and know exactly what I want to do, and then that's when I can probably get a bit more like exponential growth. Also, I was under the impression that all the apps sort of grow the same in terms of the algorithms. They just want watch time, but they're very different. So it's like the video that you put on TikTok might not work on Instagram, and it might not work on YouTube Shorts. Like, I feel like there's a lot more brain rotty content on places like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So if I was kind of trying to go viral, I would edit in a specific way. These aren't things I'm doing yet. It's just things that I know how to do. The only reason I'm not doing certain things yet is because of time. But I'm a lot more confident in it. Whereas like Instagram is a lot bit more professional, or like I just know what you should do for each, what kind of information you do for each. Right now, I'm not doing that because I don't have the time. So I'm just repurposing across all of them and just hoping it does well. But I'm trust me, I'm getting there. So anyone who really likes content and really wants to build their personal brand, please come and discuss with me. Like we can talk about it. It's super super interesting, and I'm learning loads. But yeah, just wait in it. Just wait. You're gonna see. But yeah, my YouTube doing well with that. I'm gonna keep pushing that. Please like this video, share, subscribe, do whatever. Go check out my other videos, and if you like them, watch it to the end. The watch time helps. I'm gonna be making more, and I'm really committed to being locked in. Also, if you see me go more than 3 days without a video, you need to shout at me because I have targets to hit every single day. It's got to be at least 2 a week, ideally 3, and that will it's just testing. Do you know what I mean? Like by the time I get to 50 videos, I'm gonna know loads. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna have so much data. So the best thing to do is me to get to 50 videos as fast as possible, and I can get that in 6 months if I'm just locked in. So yeah, next month's focus, yeah, done that already. Yeah, just come back for next month, then we can see how much I'm actually making from YouTube. That would be interesting. We can see, because I've got some ideas. I want to start a podcast. There's a few things I want to start on YouTube that will take my channel to that next level. And hopefully I can get that done across this month, or at least implement things. So I'll definitely say lock in. Anyone who's out there supporting me, I promise you, like I see you lot, man. Some of you lot are watching every video, you're commenting under every video, you're sharing stuff. I appreciate it so much. Like Jay and T1 Guapo, and there's so many different people. There's names I'm seeing all the time. Obviously, I've got my WhatsApp community as well. Some of you lot are in there. That hasn't taken off yet, just because I haven't got too much time. But I just want it there ready so that when it's time, it's time. And I'm always thinking about stuff. I'm always working on stuff. It's just when there's time to move, there's time to move. I prefer to work in sprints rather than just trying to balance everything all the time. It's not going to work. You're much better off putting your energy 1 month straight into one thing than just trying to juggle loads of stuff. And that's why I feel like I'm coming to the end of my sprint with a short form, and now I'm moving over into the long form, and I'm going to bang that out. But yeah, I see the support. I thank you lot so much. I'm so appreciative of it. And yeah, man, any questions, please leave them below. Subscribe, all of the above. And yeah, that's it. Arsenal today. Yeah, just come from church, had a good day. Arsenal, we need to win against Chelsea. And yeah, man. So you lot have fun. Love.